dirt, a dirty couch. Dirt, dirt, dirty couch. Huh. A dirty couch. The pain, the back pain is so. The shame that I feign, some low blows. It's insane, it's profane. Oh no, when the pain washing with rain, delete the photos. A couch, I feel the dirt upon the throne. I'm the king, you the queen. Turn this house into a home. Ouch, I feel the pain from the beast. Never talked about it, but it's freaking plain on repeat. What I'm saying ain't sweet, and the truth is hard, and the freaking game don't sleep. Come here instead of praying in the street. Relive something while you're fucking laying on our seat. The dirty couch. It's the dirty couch. Dirty couch.
Kiss B-side Baba Pandemic.
A dirty couch, dirty couch, dirty couch. It's a dirty couch.
Oh, hello and welcome to another episode of The Dirty Couch. We've had so many exciting episodes and I hope you've had a chance to watch them yet. Well, we do have another one in store for you today. You know, we never disappoint. My name is Misty.
My name's Steve, aka So Sick, and this is the 5th episode?
Oh, we're moving.
Yeah. The
How
6th?
far?
Oh yeah, the producer says it's the 6th episode. And we've been talking about a lot of things. Thank you very much for the response. Thank you very much for liking and subscribing to our page on Facebook. It's The Dirty Couch.
And on YouTube.
And on YouTube is The Dirty Couch. And
thank you for sharing on other pages as well. Every time you like it, you share it on your pages. Other people get a chance to like it, see it, and hopefully subscribe to our YouTube channel. And today is not just him and I, even though we do like to hang out with each other, but we're accommodating other people today on The Dirty Couch. So please do welcome.
Where's the drum?
A renowned artist.
Oh man.
A very talented singer, renowned R&B artist. If he's not R&B, he's about to correct me, but he's had multiple hits back to back, and we love his music and we love him as a person, even though Steve likes to take shots at him.
And he's a tall motherfucker as well.
Oh yes, he is.
Why get a new chair for this motherfucker?
Please welcome Tino to The Dirty Couch.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. I
Wake up. At Pakapenka.
I lost.
Okay, and he's not alone. Of course, he came with his
Henchman.
boyfriend. He brought his partner.
Obviously coming.
And here's the disclaimer. These two are not gay, alright? Please. They just decided that they should wear the same shirts, the same color of jeans, and the same color shoes.
I think they are that type of best friend, you know, the ones that say, we're gonna roll out today and we pick up the same shoes and they will see us.
That's gay. That's gay.
Please welcome Chama to the show. Drum roll.
Hi, thank you so much. Yeah, finally we are here.
So
The Dirty Couch.
some of us are watching and I was so now I
How does it feel to be like a henchman of everyone?
Who's everyone?
What's your biggest talent? Just ask that.
Playing soccer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
move you my
And
joy.
he makes dope TikToks as well.
Oh
I follow him.
yeah.
With our guest today, today we're talking about something that you can all relate to. I mean, if you haven't done it, you've probably heard about other people doing it, or you are planning to do it. We're talking about the art of having sex.
The art of having sex. That just scares me when someone says the art of having sex.
I mean, because you know, like every time people talk about sex, they make it sound to some people, it's a very daunting task. It's like a very scary thing to get into. To other people, they make it look like, you know, I have like a PhD. I walk around with big dick energy. Wait till I put it down, and then that can be intimidating to.
Toma boy.
What is happening?
I just opened the site. Yeah, oosh, I need to delete my history because just in case cyber people start following me, I don't watch porn on my phone. But I mean, I'll start with that.
Yeah.
I mean, most people when they Wamba phone wipe.
Are we all sexually active on this couch?
I am sexually active.
I'm sexually active.
Very sexually active.
I got him over my.
I'm not sexually active.
Bang 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 bang.
Bang, 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 bang,
Tina
bang,
said,
bang, bang.
Kali says I'm very, I can give her, and then Tuakana, so that we all become.
Alright, so we have the definition of art of having sex. I mean, every man I've met has always said that they're the best at having sex. I mean, are you really good at having sex, or are you just normal? Are you terrible? You're lousy?
No, I'm not lousy, you know. I think what I can say about myself is, I feel even, like you said, you know, the art of, you know, an art is something that you actually master.
You're mastered,
you know,
good at
you're
it.
good at it. You know what I mean? Like the way we craft the music. Otherwise, you know, I'm still upgrading. Yes, you know what I mean. It's a learning
Because in our
process.
first episode, we talked about virginity and how awkward it was for me to have sex.
Okay.
Then, like we talked about the fuck years. Like when you reach like 25, that's what we call the fuck years, where a guy knows that okay, kumyanga, kuikatechi, kuingishoku, kuchitashana. When did you reach that point where you thought that okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, I am a 9? And what do you do when having sex? What's your preparation?
I think the process of learning how to do those things for me came in when, you know, the social media, the internet.
Porn!
Yeah,
Porn!
yeah, a bit of porn, a bit of Kama Sutra, you know, especially Kama Sutra.
Did you do your research?
Yeah, because Kama Sutra is different from just watching porn. Kama Sutra,
That's very true.
Yeah, it's like a teaching thing, you know. They teach you how to do this, that.
Did you download the video or did you read it?
I used to download books, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Guys, even though I'm not sexually active, I can
Knowledge
teach.
is power, yeah?
They say those that don't do, they teach.
Okay, you teach them.
Yeah, just like your accounts teacher in secondary school is not an accountant.
No, it's not, that's a good point.
Ooh.
Get it?
Bars! Bars!
Yeah, so tell us the process, how it happened.
Yeah.
And how you start the process. Let's say you have a woman, she's consented, she wants to have sex with you.
Yeah.
What is the first thing that you do?
Hey man, you marinate. Just like I sang in the song for you, you know.
Okay.
Marinate every joint.
You
in the
marinate
body.
every joint of the body. You need to understand. You know what I mean? I feel sex is something that a lot of people need to really pay attention to, you know. It holds the relationship, it holds the marriage. In as much as that's like Misty said, you know, it's something that people feel like it shouldn't be talked about, but these are things that we need to talk about. Like,
we're all products of our parents cheating. Your parents used to have sex, your parents used to have sex, your parents used to have sex.
What is the evidence?
My parents still have sex.
What is the evidence that they...
Wait.
Yeah, just
Everyone here was
Everything
a
is-
sperm or an ovary at one point, and somebody copulated at one point and had that. So yeah, you marinate. What does that actually mean?
So to marinate is to know how, because you need to understand that women are different. Not that I've dealt with a lot of women, you know, but what I'm trying to say is
You've dealt with enough to know they're different.
a couple of them in the past, you know what I mean? So you need to understand how somebody's body works, especially for women. You know, for them to get in the zone, you know, we talk about things like the orgasm and stuff like that. You know, it's not just about having sex. Because quite a lot of guys want to send the fat vena unless if they just come, you know what I mean? But it's a two-way thing. Both of you need to be satisfied. You need to be satisfied. So it's an art that you need to master just like anything else. How does it work? Marination process, man. You get somebody to be in the vibe
Actually, stop beating about the bush. I've got friends.
Yeah?
I've got friends who have never sucked pussy in their life because they think it's disgusting. In fact, I met a guy just last weekend. He's been married for about 10 years. He said, I would never suck vagina. It's disgusting. And I've also met a married woman as well who, when we were talking about sucking dick, she was like, I would never suck dick. And she's been married for a couple of years as well. And I was like, so, am I a sexual deviant? Or what? I mean, are these things important for our culture that we need to do this? Because nangu mudeopa and things like that, people, I mean, like traditionally, culturally, they tell you, like we talked about in the first episode, no doggy style, no sucking of things. Are you a vagina sucker?
Are you a vegetarian or you eat meat?
I eat meat, yo. I eat meat.
What if you met somebody who doesn't? Like, how do you work around that?
I think that would be a problem because personally, I believe sexual adventure is what's up, you know what I mean? They just have to be there. That's what I'm saying. Certain relationships also, they fail to work because maybe either of the two don't really go along with this. But me and my adventure, they think me pain.
Let's take a short break. We'll be back on the other side because I've got a couple of questions for this guy and for that guy in terms of what they term as good sex from a male's point of view.
I'll tell you the truth, I won't even lie.
Women are different. So on the other side, stick around. It is the Dirty Couch.
It's the Dirty Couch.
Yes, tell him.
Welcome back to the Dirty Couch. We just found out how Tilo, your favorite artist, is a diver. He dives. And talk about
who's a diver?
You're a diver.
A diver?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
He swims.
Swimming with sharks.
He's the guy. So I mean, we talked about cultural issues to do with that. I mean, is the new generation actually doing things like oral sex? Is it part of who we are? We always used to say it, when you date a white girl, some white people just want oral sex and don't want actual penetration.
No kidding.
Yeah, like they just want...
I've heard about that.
You've heard about that, huh?
There are people that are like that.
Yeah. So what about you? I mean, what is the art of having sex? And are we lying to each other here as men, sitting here thinking that we're the best? What is your process?
Okay, to begin with, first of all, you don't just need to... Okay, it shouldn't just be a thing of mindira. That's the reason why you need to agree when you need to have sex.
Okay.
Yeah, because you guys, you link up. Okay, let's do this. You even start moving. No, it's not.
What are your turn-ons and turn-offs? Like when you having sex with somebody, and does it need to be somebody you have chemistry with, or?
Yes, definitely the chemistry should be there. Yeah, but the most turn-offs are
Ulukuni.
Please explain because I do not understand.
Chicks that are not active in bed. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like,
Okay, that's
nah,
a turn-off.
Come on.
You know what I mean? Like, okay.
You both need to be in the action. Yes.
You know what I mean? Action, corresponding.
Rambo na commando.
To every action.
There's an opposite reaction.
Okay, you know, when I was growing up, we learned certain things. Like there are 4 types of vaginas.
Okay.
There's one called tefwe,
Okay.
which is a wet vagina.
Okay.
That hence the word tefwe. Got any information? And then there's puna, which is the smelly vagina, which is usually associated as well. Sometimes maybe 25% of more punas are tefwes. And then we have the fuinya. Fuinya is that vagina that sucks you up.
Okay.
Like going show one brew. And then we have the manika. Manika is a really tight vagina, like a keyhole pussy. You know what I mean? And those are the 4 vaginas that we know. And I think then the 5th one, I forgot about the 5th one, which is a churumulundu. Il y a buff cake. Il y a umuntu ngafora ka cycling ngocha mwa
Cametel. That's what we call them. Cametel.
Yeah, those ones. So which ones do you prefer? I'll start with you because you're about to wrap up your thought. Which ones have you experienced?
And which ones do you prefer among the ones that you've experienced?
There's Tefwe.
Or maybe there's only like one particular one.
There's Manika, there's Puna, and then there's Churumurundu.
I think maybe I can say Tefwe is
Different. I mean,
you just think if she's stiff and she's not moving, at least there's some sound.
Yeah,
are you an auditory person? Like when you are having sex, do you prefer somebody who talks back, somebody who moans? Like how important is the dirty talk in the morning and all that stuff?
The communication should be there, but sometimes I think ladies exaggerate the feeling.
Yeah.
Or when you're doing it, I didn't feel. You get the point.
Yeah.
Yeah. She might not even be enjoying. I don't know if it hurts or what happens. I don't know. But just hear the sound. But
she just okay. For me, I feel like when you're having sex, there has to be a communication. You need to talk to each other.
yeah.
She needs to respond. She needs to tell me how she wants it. You know what I mean? It's German.
No, I mean,
I'm a German.
no, I'm an auditory person. I work with sound, and I think women these days are watching too much porn. Like when I was doing my research for this show, and I was watching porn.
Yeah.
Forgive me, I don't usually watch porn. Yes, I do. But the sounds I was hearing, it was like, oh fuck, yeah boy, yeah, cha, and this is most of the sounds that, and most of the women. I think watch this stuff and
I think that's the standard.
it gets in their head that those are the sounds you're supposed to make. I'm an auditory person. When I hear too much sound, I bust a nut. Like if a girl just goes, and it is so sometimes I go shh. Now look at the pack.
You watch a lot of porn. You watch a lot of
No, I don't. It's how I am. I mean, I'm into radio. I love music. Everything I hear is sound. So sound for me is good, but when it's too much, it messes me up, as it messes up the whole sex thing. So I'd rather when we start having the sex, you're quiet. Then we start developing, and then as it goes on, the sounds increase, showing me where you are.
Yeah.
But if you're a log, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. If you're just quiet,
Imagine a log which is quiet.
we're paying for a few more.
Look good.
I don't like that. That for me is the worst thing. But anyway, let's go to Misty now. Because Misty is a woman.
Yeah.
And women are the worst when it comes to these things because they're so complicated. Us, like we talked about in the
That's
first
very true.
episode, we are very easy. I mean, even I can just put Tilo down like this. Pa 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 pa. Mujimbozo mushipoyo walai ba pa. Die. We're that simple. But what is your process?
I will not claim to speak for all women on this show.
But you're the only
Let
one
me
here.
speak for myself. Yeah, you might. Some other women might be watching. They're like, but that's not me. But that's not me. Or for starters.
But women tell each other stories, obviously.
And too much.
Yeah, women
Too
have
much.
So much.
Women tell each other stories, but then again, women are different. There are women that have had like sex multiple times, and she's never had not even one orgasm ever.
Then why has
just-
she been doing it?
No, but
What have they been doing?
But when you do your research, like I do before coming on the show, do you guys realize that only 25% of women
Are able to have an orgasm.
are able to have an orgasm? So there's a 75% that you and I are not
Have
catering.
never satisfied ever. And most men walk around like, but I'm like the eat shit. Like I put it down, and then there's like hundreds of women walking around like,
So now
Bud Chama.
now what are you for what guy?
Yeah.
If you slept with 40 women, okay, let's say if you've slept with 10 women, you've only satisfied 2.5.
Oh.
So I could be like maybe just
So
3, 4.
so could it mean that women have to lie to us? I mean, we've heard about the fake orgasm. Do you think women have pressure to lie to us because they're just not biologically made for us to satisfy them to a certain point? I don't
even think it's like not biologically made to not be satisfied. So some women just like are not good at communicating.
Yeah.
They don't think like if I tell this guy that you need to put me on all fours and smack me a little bit and then choke me a little bit, he's going to think like I am a freak. Like where the fuck has she been? Who has she been doing this shit with?
Yeah.
So they choose to like I'm gonna be the good
Is that an
girl.
African thing or is it a world thing?
I think mostly like an African thing, but it could be like world over. Or most women they test out.
So they just.
It takes like a while to bring out the freak.
They just decide to die inside when they want to really feel good.
Yeah, I mean, even though I like that the world is changing and most women are like a bit out there when it comes to sex, like they will communicate, they will have one night stands and be unashamed. They'll call a guy, booty call you, and do what you need. Like, get the fuck out of my house. Thank you very much. Bye. Would you like a drink or cab fare? Like, even out the odds.
That should happen to me once.
No way.
That should happen to me once.
Yeah.
There's a girl who called me and said, we need to do something. Yeah? Like, let's do it. Okay, I should have born. Oh no.
Yeah.
I knew it. Okay, Parikas got connection after. And then she came one day, she was like, I'm in your neighborhood. I was like, okay, cool, come. She came to my house.
Yeah.
So number guy ready to my tea. So I asked the girl, I was like, Nangu or Tuchite. So she was like, oh, I was like, Tuchi. So this girl, I knew she was in a relationship or whatever. And then she came and we went and drank, did a lot of crazy stuff. We got home and we had sex. She never called me. Not even text me at good morning, the chat, nothing.
Not even saying thank you.
Nothing. And I didn't know, I was confused as a man. I was like, did I satisfy her? Was I that bad? You know, there's just those things that you get. But then you're talking about liberated women.
Yeah, I mean, there are a couple of liberated women out there, but then most women are like, oh, pick me's, like me, so they won't really be out there and tell you like, oh, this is it, I want this and this, so they would rather hold it in. Hence, a lot of unsatisfied women that are walking out there. But let's go on a short break, and I will tell you about the dicks that are not satisfying women and the ones that are. Just stick around.
It's the Dirty Couch.
Yes, it is.
Welcome back to the Dirty Couch, episode 6, and today we're talking about the art of sex. We've heard that women, only 25% of them actually come, and the 75% pretend to come.
They just go. They never come.
So we're trying to figure out what's happening with these guys and myself as well. I mean, I've dated a few women that have never come for years.
What, did they tell you that they were never coming?
Yeah, because I'm an honest person. I think you always need to be an honest lover. I mean, don't have too much ego and think that, okay, one day we'll go to Machado. I mean, I met a girl told me once that I was having sex with this, forgive me, an Indian guy.
Yeah.
And he had the smallest Pee Wee Herman she had ever had.
Encountered.
Yeah. And every time when he's done, he would put pressure on her and he would get up and be like, so, how was that for you? I was good, huh? I was good, I was awesome, huh? And then she would say, yes, you were the best. So let's get to that point for women. I mean, tell us about the process for women and what women really want.
I think most women are like a little sensitive. I don't know about most women. Let me talk about me, the sensitive one.
But you're speaking for all women.
For me, all women, you
Whether
need to
you like
correct
it or
me.
not.
If I don't say something right on this couch, you need to comment in the section and then let me know, like, what you said was left. But for me, first of all, if I'm not attracted to a person, like we don't have chemistry and the sex will just be like a little.
It'll be there, but it won't just
But
be.
why are you having
there,
it?
but it will be.
We just be doing the nigga a favor.
Yes, and it's women hardly when a man asks like, was that good? I don't think like there are most women out there that would say that wasn't really good. So we are part of the problem because we are part of the problem because we let these men.
Or maybe test conversation.
Yeah, but
We
women,
let these
women
men
are,
walk around like.
are always motherly and they want to nurture us
Yes,
as men. Yeah.
there's that as well, and they always feel like I am giving him I am giving you this pussy, not as opposed to we are about to get it on and we're about to get down and dirty. I think that's like a whole different conversation as opposed to he's coming. I'll just give him like this sympathy pussy and then he can leave, he can get out. You don't even want to do it. Women are hard. Yes, the
pussy.
sympathy.
Sympathy pussy. On that sympathy pussy note, let me get some food. We need to start eating. So
I'm hungry, man.
Yeah, go and get your food while Misty does her thing.
There's that. But for me, I think for me, sex is not like very. If it's impromptu, it doesn't work. I get into my head a little more than I should maybe. So I'm romantic. I want the I love yous before you're coming. I want the dirty talk, even though they're auditory. But for me, my imagination runs like really wild. Like from before you get to where I am, tell me what you're going to do. Like what are you bringing to this house?
So do
What you bringing on the table?
So
Yes.
do dick pics work? I know a lot of people send dick pics. And I know a lot of women send vagina pics. Does that work? Does that entice you to want a man, depending on the size? Because there are different angles that you can take a photo of your schlong to make it look long.
Really?
Like there are different angles. I mean, no matter how small your dingaling is.
Yeah.
But if you have angle chiku.
I heard guys say one time that you should never take a dick pic from underneath your balls. Like there's nothing but disappointment there.
So dick pic should be taken.
I think maybe,
Side.
but I wouldn't know because I don't own a dick. Dick pics don't really work for me.
What looks like a dick here that we can take a photo of and make it look?
There's nothing. I mean, sometimes they would work if you have a bottle there of alcohol. That would look like.
Yeah, but I'm not advertising any company. Okay, cool.
So for me, if the dick pic came like in the middle of the conversation, like random dick pics, they throw me off. I'm just like, what is happening? What are we doing now? Like, in which context? But I want the whole conversation while you're coming. I want the romance as you come through. I don't want a vegetarian because I don't know what to do with you. I want a man that eats meat. I want a man that's a good kisser because if he's not a good kisser, that shit throws me off as well. So
No, I'm trying to find out.
I do have those turn-offs. I'm distracted by the bottom. I'm distracted by
Look at these. Look at
He's
these.
trying to find angles for.
Look at these angles for dick pics.
Okay.
And I'll be giving it to my producer so that if you're watching this, you'll probably be able to see it as well on the show. But angles for dick pics are very important. Where do you? I don't know. This is the phone you gave me.
What am I gonna-
Find the file.
So, is this?
Yeah, find the file.
I had to find it, move file. Yeah, what? But guys, what about like bedroom etiquette and dressing? Like, does that matter to guys? Yes. Because I feel like, but if I'm coming to your house showing up for a dick appointment,
What should I? What I should be ready at
I don't
how?
know about you, but I want to smell nice. I want to put on the heels. I want the laundry. I want to show up like in a coat with nothing underneath but socks and a tie.
That shit didn't work for me. That shit doesn't work for me.
Does that work? Doesn't work for you.
I'm a visual person. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
There's one time somebody did the whole 9 yards where they where they put the lingerie on, they put the music on, and they put the tumashat. Hey, see, I've seen the dick pic. This is the best dick pic you can do. Is it the best one?
I don't know. But it does look low.
What about this one? With Tilo in it.
Nah.
No.
No,
The first one.
That one, yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
I think that angle doesn't make it look.
I think if you're
Like
going to
you
take
are
a
in
dick pic,
doubt.
yeah, you can make anything look big, because this is not even really big, but it looked big in the photos.
It look really long.
Yeah.
The neck of the
So
photo.
then,
Yeah, so I was saying that. So I'm not a visual person. So I think we need to understand that some people are visual, some people are not. Like I said before, I'm an auditory person. If somebody wants to satisfy me,
Yeah.
they just need to send me a voice note that iwe chikala gawaisa alana lako fio fio pa shan shan shan. I'll be listening to that voice note on the way there.
Yeah.
Na kusanga ureko shemba. Nishida wimba. Wait. Sankoche. But that whole thing of sending me vagina pics and
Yeah,
things
like lingerie pics and all that. It doesn't work for you.
That doesn't work for me. No, it
Yeah.
doesn't.
I mean, that's how dick pics don't work for me. But if you wrote it and I read it,
Okay, but I think
that would be my turn on.
Have you sent a dick pic before?
no.
For real?
really skin.
But the downloaded ones, yes.
And what number G's?
Wait, no, that's
No,
cheating.
but you know, I've actually
That's cheating.
I actually met a woman who a man was giving her grief, and
Yeah.
you need to send me a picture of your vagina. She downloaded a vagina pic and sent it. That's what people are doing.
Ooh, that's smart.
Yeah. You just need to download it and send
But
it.
that's also
So you've
deceptive.
downloaded a dick
What if-
pic
What if
before?
you actually meet and then it doesn't live up to?
Now if you download
Has,
Monica,
has that ever happened?
No, when you download it, you select.
you select what?
What looks like your
Like
dick?
close-
Kylie pinarifita
Okay,
yakashika sana. Okay.
Just that whole process.
Wow, this is my twin dick brother.
And then you send it to her and she's like, yeah, I
Wakanda.
think that's what I'm going to give.
Okay, cool. All right, cool.
Yeah.
So are we judgmental of like when we meet somebody and then they bring out like all the guns from their arsenal? Do we get a little judgmental, or you want somebody to just ease into that when you meet them?
what about like the dick size? Does it really matter? Like when it comes to females,
I think
is it a
does.
qualification?
The
No,
size
not
matters.
really.
The size matter.
Okay, but
You know, most people say like,
How
no,
much,
size
honey?
doesn't matter as long as the skill is there. But bruh, no, come on. I mean, size
Okay,
does
but-
matter
I have a female friend who once told me say
as much as skill.
who once told me that size sometimes doesn't matter.
Wow.
Sometimes.
So
Sometimes,
size
yeah.
not skill.
Yes.
It can be small,
Yeah.
but if the guy has skill,
I mean, if he eats meat and then by the time he's like putting his
Strong.
so
yeah,
sometimes
and you're already there.
I'm
But
sure
then
there
there's
can be
also-
someone
guys
with,
always
with
say
a
like,
bigger
no,
size.
he's big. But there's also like too big and it doesn't do anything.
So
Every
here,
time you just
I
feel
think
like it's crumbled your insides.
I think what matters is just skill, because you can have a big one,
Yeah.
but if the skill is not there, then you
Then
won't
what are you
satisfy.
here for?
Yeah, and
I
someone
mean,
can have a
just
small dick.
understanding, yeah.
Can have a small dick, but with
With
high
an
skill.
understanding of how the female body works or
Yeah.
what their partner likes.
Yeah.
Because
You know-
most people never take the time to let me get to know you, let me talk to you. Let's talk about what you like and what gets you. In
Exactly.
what positions does she come? Because some people are just, you've been 1,000,000 positions and there was never a destination.
At
Just
the
like,
G spot.
what are we doing this for? Are we here, for a workout? Is it gymnastics?
I'll tell you the truth. I'm not very vain in bed, and I think maybe I'm.
What do you mean when you say you're not very?
I'm not vain. Chiunfwa.
Oh.
You know what I mean? And I think that men need to stop kuyumfwa in
Yeah.
bed. Because I'm telling you, there's a guy who was he was asking us in front of his woman.
Yeah.
It was like, That's done. Hi, baby. I said, no. And we were embarrassed for him.
This would be me.
That was like the woman.
Yes, she was like, no. And I was like, I was so embarrassed for him. But the fact that he put her on the spot and she told the truth, he was so upset. So when we get back from our break, we're going to find out how important size is and whether Tilo, Mr. Alaji or Chama, what type of size of penises they have. So Jerry Cow.
Welcome back to the Shima couch.
Yeah,
The dirty couch.
Miss.
Hook him up. We're back. And yes, there's a lot of hungry people here for food.
So before we went on the break, we were talking about the size of people's penises. Because every man that you ever met has always said that their penis is big. It's only a few that say that they're small. So I'll start with you, Tilo.
Are you aware?
Are you aware of your size?
What do you know about tall guys?
Nothing.
Tall skinny guys.
She should know about tall skinny guys. What the hell would I know about tall skinny guys?
How is she going to know about skinny guys? How is
Tall skinny guys? I don't know. Okay, what have you heard about tall skinny guys? Just
That
so,
they're
so we
very
can
gifted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gifted.
Look at the confidence. I'm gifted.
He's gifted, he says.
Yeah, but we get a lot of pressure as skinny people. I'm skinny, and every woman expects you to have the biggest schlong, and I've never been told that it's small. I've never been told. So does body size matter? So if there's a fat guy listening to this show, sorry, did I say fat?
Yeah.
Yeah, I meant fat. If there's a fat guy listening to this show, you can comment in the bottom and tell us whether or not you have a big schlong because of or a small schlong because of your size.
Or does it disappear because as the body becomes bigger?
I always thought
There's such a thing.
I always thought that the reason why dicks look big when you're skinny is because you're skinny, and the reason they look small is because you're fat. So you could have the same.
You're onto something.
You can have the same size of dick as a Tilo, but you're bigger, so it will look smaller because it's on a bigger surface. Like for instance, how can I? Okay, Mona, akawadi akawakawika pati, big surface. But if you put it on a small surface like a phone, akawadi,
On the matchbox.
it looks big.
I don't think so.
Huh? Isn't that like a proper
I
thing?
just think like if you're small, you're small.
Yeah,
If you're gifted, you're gifted.
If you're gifted, you're gifted.
What about you, Chama? You're dark. You look
Okay.
like you're from West Africa.
It's like you already got my answer because you were talking about skinny and fat, but let's talk about color. What do you think about black guys?
There's that misconception
Wakanda.
though. Because if people looked at you and your color, they would expect
Color.
color.
You're Hala.
I wasn't gonna go there, but but do you also have that pressure, the skinny guy pressure?
No. I think for me, I wouldn't go for height or something, but I'm just gifted.
So we got three
Naturally.
men here on this
Naturally
couch that
gifted.
claim to be gifted. Producer, are you
No.
gifted as well?
I'm gifted.
Second producer, are you gifted?
Very much.
But you haven't been having sex. How do you know?
But that's the same lie I'm talking about
Do
here.
you see that?
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 men in the same room who say
Gifted.
that they're gifted. How? It's impossible. One of us has a small dick, or two of us has a small
Mr.
dick.
Producer,
Would
when
that
we go
also-
on a break,
We shall check
we
you.
shall. No, Misty will check.
What?
Would that be the same thing though, like when it comes to men satisfying women? Like the same reaction that we all got here where you all say, but I am gifted, I am gifted. Do you ever think like maybe I'm the one who's bad in bed?
No.
When you are with somebody?
I think the question should be after we're talking about being gifted. Women's vaginas. I mean, does a woman know that my vagina is big, it's small, or what? Do they know that?
I think they do.
Right?
Do.
Go ahead, Misty.
Please.
No, I'm thinking about
What
it
about
now.
you?
Like,
Do you have a big one or a small one?
it'll be confusing because if you met like a guy with a small dick, you would think your vagina is big.
Okay.
And then if you met somebody who's like a
Gifted.
big, and then there's like the struggle to get to Jerusalem, you feel like,
So it's relative.
I think we could say it's relative. But then at least you would know when it's not out there in the world. I think you would still know.
Okay, let's say ulalala ni nsofu.
Yeah.
So I mean, obviously it stretches to meet the size of nsofu.
Yeah.
Then you start sleeping with a rabbit.
Is that like in the same or after a while?
After the nsofu, you go to sleep with a rabbit.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you'd think that one's small, but what if a rabbit was sleeping with a
I
rabbit?
don't think so, but I think the vagina is a muscle. Even when people say like a baby passes through that and then it shrinks back to, it doesn't remain
You put
the size
it,
of the baby's head.
you put it in salt.
Do you now? Oh, are those the secrets that
You put your vagina in salt.
But I hear there's
Women.
something that women do
Yes.
to make it
what do
tight.
they do?
I've
Yeah.
heard
I mean,
of
there
it.
are exercises that, like Kegel
You know,
exercises.
people talk, you know.
Yes, you can do
People talk.
Kegel exercises. I hear about.
What are Kegel exercises?
I wouldn't even know how to explain it to a man. When you you clench your vagina muscles. You can do it like wherever. What you say, like when a man is inside and then you can feel the muscles tighten up. Yes, like
Queenia.
women can do that like wherever, while walking or sitting, or can do that like constantly.
Like
too.
manikila.
Like,
Yes,
Like
that's what
right-
you do. Like,
like right now,
flex
it does.
your- Yes, like like
Manikila.
what I'm doing right now. I hate you guys. You asked.
On the show?
On
You're
the
doing it
show.
while we're doing the show.
I just said anyway. He said it.
And you did it on the show right
and
now.
then I did. I'm doing it right now.
That's
I'm
stupid.
exercising right now.
So I mean, there are these things that obviously men are very scared about. Their size. That's why we have all these people who put posters,
Yeah.
penis enlargements, and there was someone who said that tumuchi wa wamba ngawali munkalamu bagai ngawarepa inkalamu just to find muchi wa wamba. Why are we so obsessed with sex boosters and all these? Why aren't we using our own energy? I'll start with you, Tilo.
Yeah, is it the duration or the satisfaction of the quality of the sex that you're having?
For me, I think people just don't understand the art of sex, you know? Is it really about taking long or it's about being satisfied? That's the question we need to be asking ourselves, you know?
I think it's about being satisfied.
You know what I mean, yeah?
For me.
Certain women, they'll say, Coca-Cola. But okay, what if I'm able to satisfy you within that 1 minute or 2 minutes?
She would never set out Coca-Cola. I think women only complain about how long he takes, or if they never get any. They're just here to give you and never get anything.
I was reading an article saying from 22 hours and 2
I heard
I saw
that.
one.
Yeah, I
saw
saw
one.
Like that. Like why? Because at some point, as soon as the vagina loses its lubrication, you're about to hurt that other
Yeah.
person. But then how are you not considerate of the fact that this is no longer enjoyable for this person? You're like low-key a rapist in your relationship.
So I think it's always better that, you know, you both have the knowledge and you know why you're having sex. Know what I mean? Yeah?
you know, sometimes people want to have sex for a long time. 6 hours.
Why?
Why? For what?
It's not Olympics, guys.
The competition.
We're getting a prize afterwards.
So you're supposed to have sex for how long? What's the time? What's the duration?
I don't really think there has to be a duration.
German,
That's a
doesn't go sort out.
I think it's just a matter of satisfaction, eh?
I think so too.
And
There's
man,
no
I just
duration.
feel like, okay, not really that I'm blaming women, but I feel like in as much as a guy needs to do more, a woman needs to also do more. Like we need to reciprocate. We just need to meet
in the middle.
in the middle. You know what I mean?
Literally in the middle.
Yeah, like we just have to meet 50. Pakati German, my monade. But yeah, God, I'm trying to make you understand that this is what's up.
Yeah.
Feeling if you are so feel watch that's all. then iwe nawe udeba fiorukuni or nawe urefwa, you know what I mean?
But then there are also those women who do too much.
But too much of everything is
Too
bad,
much.
man. I can't.
There are men that do too much too. Yeah, it's same way you describe it.
It's like communicating.
It's like we are here, which means you're not very attentive to what you're doing, because you can tell when you're doing something to somebody that, oh, I think I hit like a good spot, but the way they're going to respond.
Yeah.
But then if you're not paying attention, that means it's just all about you. It's just me. I need to get your leg up there, or I need to bend you at a 90-degree angle, even though like, oh, she's not doing what she was doing like earlier. So maybe we need to go back to that, but no.
Like Misty has said, I think that comes back to the point of the orgasm part. Women also have certain positions that they orgasm in. You know what I mean? Not every position is able to. That's why most of them don't orgasm, because
In any missionary.
oh,
Watch the fiance wire all around the world. Watch
Come
the
back.
fiance always come back. But the last, the final stretch has to be missionary. Or else the party finished. But we've heard about women pretending to orgasm. Do men pretend to orgasm? We'll be talking about that right after the break. Our producer's telling us we need to take a break. Let's find out whether men have ever faked orgasms.
Welcome back to the Dirty Couch. Well, as evidenced by my dirty hands from this Nshima Auchi Alichisaminachi Popoka Emwe. But
it's a
it's Salinga. No.
Ana mulitita marinate yapa date couch.
In the marination.
Marination nachilana
Fuck you, do it.
Savidade poa.
Not popo.
Maybe I'm a bit too dirty for this class today. Yeah?
Speaking of marinating somebody's joints, you guys were just about to answer. Do men fake orgasms like women do? Because women are pros at it.
Pick me.
Yes, you.
I have faked many orgasms.
No kidding.
Yeah. I've got a slight problem, and this is very hard for men to admit. I find it really hard to bust a nut. Like, I really find it hard.
Really?
Like
For myself. For myself to bust a nut. So sometimes, women want to, nurture you and pleasure you.
And know they're satisfied.
I know that because it's very important to them as well. This is important to us, for us to satisfy women. But there's sometimes where they stick us, I mean, and then there's just a point where you just have to pretend. So the best way to pretend, obviously, while wearing a condom, is to just do the car. And then you take off the condom faster, but you know that nothing has happened. So I didn't cut up for once. I check, hold up me, now pause. On Baba, Nala, no Kulala, on Baba Bukati. It's in that line. I am quite teula, Filipino with posa punch. Teula. Asanga Tamuri with Teolo. Check it.
Nothing.
It would tell there was no. You came.
In my mind, I did.
They reached a point where it started hurting and just started becoming a mess. I just let it go. So I've faked orgasms before.
Wow.
Yeah. Several times.
Not even one time.
not even one, several times.
Several times, yeah.
German.
What about you?
Wala German. Kula tapanga tapile sticker, you just stop, you know? You know what I mean?
But women
What do you say? What do you tell the other person? Like,
no, I think
I
like
just
Steve
don't wanna
said,
do
you
it
know,
anymore?
I remember some time back, you know, I had an
Intercourse?
activity. Yeah, you know what I mean. Then kula feel more sometimes that you know what I mean? It's not just maybe lukuni or it's just not, the vibe is just not
Oh,
there. Guys, alala fiyomwine, you know what I mean? There are times that I'm one guys that alala fiyomwine fega Bud Chama now.
Is it alcohol or is just?
No, I don't think it has nothing to do with alcohol. I think the whole activity. She's not enticing you properly.
Okay. Sometimes, you know, us guys, when we just see a lady, na mind, and there's no chemistry between the two of you.
It's just sexual attraction.
It's just sexual attraction. But the moment you get in position with that lady, and then like mine no mambo kubuela, in the end you find that why mutafiwe mefe no guys very okay paisa two shit
boys na they can't communication sometimes.
Just
so you don't pretend. You just.
I mean, I've never faked and I've never faked.
What about you?
You know, the question they're not answering for me is, what do you tell the other person?
Oh.
Yes.
You don't say anything. Misty.
So like, is it like midway and then you're just like, I'm done? Is it after?
And then maybe
what if she says, but I'm not there yet?
Misty. If it's just not happening, there's nothing.
There's nothing you can do.
There's nothing you can do.
Just like you said, I feel the chemistry should just be there. You know what I mean? Sex should be something that should really be enjoyed.
Yeah.
So if you're not really vibing, it is. You know what I mean?
Misty, you're running away from the point.
I have faked many AO.
Yeah, so why?
But it comes with the territory because I am
many.
Yes, many. Sometimes you don't even need to fake it because they just never get you there.
So
in their minds, they feel like, oh, we got. So you just like you say, like if he rolls off, like what do you do? It's not a conversation.
So women don't roll off.
Yes, it's not a conversation.
Women don't roll off because they don't have that. You could roll off and like, it's done. But a woman doesn't have that privilege of
rolling off.
Yes. So she's just there and maybe if I fake it, it would drive him to
this nigga will stop.
To be done. Yeah, then this nigga will stop.
So how do you fake it though? I don't know. Maybe people have faked it, and I just didn't know that they faked it. But I mean, there's a certain lubrication and certain ways you can tell when a woman's faking it. If a nipple, a faker's calling. Yeah, I mean, there are certain things that you need to check for as a man to find out whether a woman has faked it. If she's calm, her nipples will be erect, and her vagina will turn a certain type of moisture. You understand? So usually when I was going through my sexcapades, when a woman does that, I'll check. Like I'll immediately grab the nipple and check if it's erect, and then obviously there's a certain little squish that happens, and there's sort of lubrication that comes out after that. And if it's not there,
but I don't think a lot of men know about the squish. Yes.
But the nipple needs to be erect.
I didn't know about the nipple. I didn't know about the nipple, but I do know about the contractions. Yes. Because the contraction they're like pretty intense.
Yeah. So how do you fake a contraction? How do you fake an erect nipple?
You can fake the contractions if you do Kegels like I do. Because you can mimic the that, yes. But obviously you won't mimic the lubrication that happens. Like it's a little extra.
Yeah, so if she's dry and she does that, she's faking it.
She's faking it. But then there's also the guys always feel like they'll tell when you're about to come based on
sound.
Yes. So most women have mastered just
sound.
The sound. They can do the sound and maybe the contractions, but most men don't have the knowledge of what you say. Yes, like does her vagina change? Does the environment change when I'm in there after she?
There's actually some lube that comes out, like she's about to. You can actually feel it inside. if she comes here.
Obviously, I wouldn't know because I've never been inside anyway.
Who are you?
I've always wondered what it's like there. Like, how is it?
It's
Heaven and
it's great. And I think just to wrap this up, I mean, like for women, like I mean, I know we have like gay people in our society and things like that, and all these people is happening. As a man, penetration is probably the best thing ever. I mean, I don't know how many people I've never penetrated, and then they have like their mouth just gaped like, oh, you haven't done that. Means you is a fool.
Big one. Say it in French.
If you haven't done that, you is a fool.
Do a fool.
Yeah. Because you have to go to it always has happened. But how do women feel when they get penetrated?
There's always what men do. There's always like a gasp, like your heart skips a bit, and then it gets back to its original rhythm.
All right, go ahead. What's the
Go ahead.
The question is, this question is for me.
I like when the producer chimes in. It means it's paying attention.
What makes women sweat?
Yeah, talk about
Sweating
scripting.
part of orgasm.
Yes, that's like a different type of
That's like a
orgasm.
different. That one is tough. Huh?
That most men
And
don't know
again, not
how.
all the women.
Not all women squirt. Yeah, but
Actually, all women can squirt.
they can.
All of
Yes.
them can.
Yes.
All of them can.
Yo, man, I wanna
What you do is,
see.
am I?
Let me put my phone on record.
If you want to find out if she does, what you do is, when she comes via penetration, the minute she comes, like while she's in intense mode, you pull out and then you rub the clit. It will rain, guys.
But you know there are different cultures, huh? Like East African cultures. For them, squirting is no,
You rub
Yeah,
the
it
queen.
needs to be taking notes.
in different cultures, squirting is cultural. And like in East Africa, if you do not squirt, you're not a woman. So I don't know how they master the art of squirting. I mean, they are squirters. But in our society, I mean, it's rare that you find women that squirt. And when you do find them, you feel like you're the man.
No. It's not even that. I found out.
Like squirting, like
I found out like most women have mastered the art of regulating as well. Like regulate when, so you are like in orgasm mode.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we're going, oh, I'm coming, and then I'm coming, and then you tune out. You can actually like physically hold and not go any further. So if most women learned the art of just like letting go.
yeah, because
Sometimes you just think
So
you're
they
like,
hold it.
no, this shit's like, I'm not about, no.
because there are some women who come in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then there's some women who can come in 5 minutes, but they hold it back. They're
Yes.
like, no, not now.
Like, no, not now.
Relax,
So
not
it's
now.
either like, what you say, like, auditory, like, stop, you talk too much.
Yeah,
like,
just the same
yeah,
with men.
Yeah, but they're about to.
Yeah, women are like that as well. It's like on the verge, and then just,
But why do they do that?
because sometimes you want it to last a little longer.
Why?
Because if I come now,
Then that's it.
you just be bothering me afterwards.
Shit.
No.
So it's just the same with guys, yeah?
Yeah. Like,
I think it's just the same.
It's just the same, man. Because when you
and so
come, then
I hold it for the duration for
For you, for
for
us.
you to have more.
yes, or for I will come at our time is coming, and then we can do this at the same time.
Oh yeah.
But sometimes you get it wrong.
Sometimes.
You get it wrong. Like women
Oh,
get
the
that shit
you?
wrong. I mean, she was about to come 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Then she.
1 minute later, and now
And then you look at her like,
and then she looks at you like,
what's got the opportunity?
I am about to kill you. You start threatening other people's sons because they didn't get you there. Then you're just looking at him like,
All right,
I will
okay.
kill him, I will kill him, I will kill him.
Okay, we need to take a break, and we're about to conclude with the dirty
Okay.
couch. And our last talk is about communication. How important is communication in bed? The dirty couch, episode 6.
Stick around.
Welcome back to the dirty couch, and we're just about to conclude. But something has been highlighted to us that.
What? He was about to bring us back.
Bring us back. Oh, he was supposed to bring us back. Okay, he starts. Okay, good.
So welcome back to the Dirty Couch. So yeah, you can take over.
No, man, that's not how you do it. Oh,
So show me how you do it.
Welcome back to the Dirty Couch.
Okay,
My name's
let me do
Steve,
that.
aka So Sick.
Okay.
My name
I'm
is
so
Misty.
good at this shit, goddammit. Alright.
Tilo.
Go.
So welcome back to the Dirty Couch. My name is Tilo, aka the Melody Man, the Viking Dada. So yeah, you can take over now.
Okay,
Sure.
let's take over.
Hey, that was
alright?
a quick handover. Ngani sex ngajwa so.
Amba nokweni.
Mujimbos. Alright, so Misty on our break highlighted something that we probably didn't talk about, and that's kinky sex. There's some people who like kinky sex, some people who do not like kinky sex. Like we talked about in the beginning of this episode, how some men just won't get a blowjob. They won't even allow their woman to give them a blowjob. There's some
Yeah, I mean, because I have like friends, they're very Christian, but his wife just says like, I can't do that. Do you know what happened? He went and sought out another person that ate meat.
Yeah, but there's a thing that people say that when a woman overdoes it, she deal with it.
That as well. He's just,
That's just like you said about that.
Like, when
Like if she
are
just
you
opens up.
comfortable with
Someone doing certain
her
things.
bringing the freak, or do you judge if it's like second time, third time, like
I'm a kinky motherfucker.
yeah?
I like that kinky shit.
Hey, because you know me, I won't lie.
Put a finger up my ass, I don't care.
Tilo, you were
Yeah, I think.
How far is too far?
Oh no, man. But I think
what are your boundaries?
there's a time that my girl did something that it was new. She
Yeah.
brought something new on the table.
Did it
got me
freak you out?
worried. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
Hey. How?
definitely.
so I was like, babe, have you been watching stuff or what? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, like that.
So
You
should
have
there be a conversation like it?
I think so.
before
Yeah.
Did you feel violated?
Somehow, but no, I was happy. None of problem.
But it was different.
But it was, you know what I mean? Like,
Surprise.
this is my woman.
I check
You know what I
with
mean?
you. It's a-
So, but I think communication, like we said.
Yeah.
What about you? How far is too far?
What can I say?
I don't know, maybe the answer will be great.
Yeah. I think when like Stefan.
Vibrators, whips, handcuffs, blindfolds.
Shades of black.
Yes.
Hey, those things you
what
guys.
are the boundaries?
Okay, I think okay, I don't know how I can say okay this is too much or what, but it just needs to be a different level. You know, okay.
Would you let a woman put a finger up your ass?
That's some nasty shit.
Maybe.
Would you allow it?
It can be a good-
He's
it
like,
can be a
maybe.
good feeling.
I like that.
It can be a
It's
good
because,
feeling.
because it's not like entirely closed doors. It's like, maybe I could think about. Would you allow her to bring a vibrator?
No.
What is it with men and then a vibrator? Like,
Is she putting it up my ass or she putting it herself?
putting it herself. What if you're not good at foreplay
that's
and
fine.
she needs to introduce
But
that?
I feel I think we need to talk about this for
We
the wrap
need to
up.
talk about that, yeah.
Women who masturbate too much, they kill their senses
Yeah.
too much, and I think these toys are fucking up women so badly that they get now so stuck to those things that even the human body
Cannot satisfy
is
them.
not satisfying. I know a woman
I don't think
who
that's
masturbates
right.
all the time, huh? Like
Yeah.
she masturbates
What
all
about
the
the
time.
men that masturbate a lot? Does that also...
It's the same thing. I've heard about it. You know what I mean? There are guys that masturbate too much to a point where
Where
a woman
they-
just doesn't entice you.
It doesn't entice me.
Wow.
Yeah.
We need to talk about these things, yo.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Okay. That thing. I need to research a little more about women.
I feel I just felt like a serious moment of silence.
Because now the wheels are
They were like,
turning.
oh,
And I'm thinking like most of them are just trying to like figure out like what works for your body, or so you could maybe guide another person
Yeah.
to where they should go, which a lot of people should do, because there's never, it's not often that people actually sit down and say, you know what, if your hand goes here, or if you move a little south, it will do this.
Yeah, and that's how we're about to wrap up the show.
You know,
when we talk about communication. Yeah.
yeah, you know, I think now that I came on this show, I feel like upping up my game, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like I want to be sitting with my woman and talk about this thing. You know, like,
It's very
Yes,
important.
guys, buy some whips as well.
yeah.
And some handcuffs.
I know a guy who's got...
Vibrators, guys.
I have a vibrator and a thing, but the whips and,
those-
you know,
those-
those things, I want to.
I'm not an advocate for vibrators. I think they do so much more than we can. Because we can't vibrate, you know?
No, we can't.
We can't
No,
vibrate, and we
we can't.
can't be a particular size constantly.
Yeah.
I mean, a vibrator is constantly hard,
Yeah.
and it's constantly moving.
But,
Yeah, exactly.
but I
and
watched,
she's the one who's moving it, so she knows her place.
I watched one clip for Eddie Griffin. I don't know if you know Eddie Griffin.
I know Eddie Griffin.
Yeah, he was talking about how a vibrator cannot just satisfy a woman to a point of a human being because a vibrator can't hold. A vibrator
No,
can
it doesn't.
smack the
It doesn't
ass.
kiss. It
You know
doesn't.
what I mean? So
It lacks the human
So it's a
contact
selfish
that a
thing.
person.
It's a selfish thing, a vibrator. Just like masturbation for a man is a selfish thing as well.
No, it's not a selfish thing. It's a self-love thing.
Self-love is selfish.
No,
sometimes you gotta be
we're no
selfish.
longer selfish. We don't tolerate that word out.
Guys, go
Selfish.
selfishly.
All right,
Self-love.
so let's talk about communication and how important it is. Just to wrap this up, because I mean, this is a process that's happened between two people. Two
Yeah.
people are engaging in an act, and they both want satisfaction, or they want love, or they want something else.
Yeah.
How important is communication when it comes to having sex? And we've heard from Tila, we've heard from Chama, we've heard from Misty. That communication is very important. So if you're not communicating in your relationship, your sexual relationship, by the way, we don't even care whether you're married or sleeping with somebody else's wife, we don't give a fuck. What we're talking about is just the actual act of sex. I mean, we have sex workers who are there and they know everything about sex. And we'll be having a sex worker on the show
Very soon.
and she will tell us more about how she communicates with somebody she actually doesn't know.
Yeah.
So how important is communication when it comes to having sex?
I think it's the key word to having a successful job well done, you know what I mean?
Yep, yep.
Yeah, boy, don't get me excited. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like they always say, communication is key in everything. Yeah. So you just need to talk about everything. Yeah, not.
A woman should tell you where to
Yeah.
touch.
Yeah.
You should tell her where to touch.
Yeah, exactly.
Both of you need
Both
to
of you.
communicate, you know. No, they're like, you know, Misty spoke about something where you're in a certain position that she's about to come in that position, or change up because you feel you need to pull her leg, you know what I mean? Those things, it turns them off as well.
So you need to do what you watched in a movie.
Yeah.
It actually doesn't work.
In a porno.
Ngoringiro kumaka John Cena.
You're doing something entirely different. I mean, just like women think like most men like getting head. I had a man that said like,
I don't like it.
why do women do that?
Because
And then for a moment it's like a shock for you, like, oh,
Yeah, like,
Because
What do you mean?
I'm telling you, this giving head thing, I think only one woman has ever made me come from giving me head. But it's just the fact that for us, it just feels great to have someone sucking your gooey googles because it gives you a sense of power. But you know it's not the most satisfying thing.
Yeah.
And this is something that I'm going to say, which probably be a bit controversial. I think the only people that can give a successful blowjob, women, are men, on men, because men know exactly where to touch. Just like we have women who.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing with women as well. I think
So you
women
guys
that can
sure think about it.
successfully people that can successfully give don't tell them that head to oral sex to a woman is
an idea.
another woman. Oh, like, should I sit in the middle?
Look at how
Should I
comfortable these niggas are.
restore
you're
peace?
making us feel uncomfortable.
Communication.
No, but you know why? Because a man knows what he means. It doesn't mean it.
I don't
It
say
means like
to be
a man.
homosexual. Yeah.
Because women say that as well. Like if another woman touched you or gave
She
you
would
oral
know.
sex, like she would know where to go, and
Yeah.
you would get to over there very quickly and successfully because she knows how. But then it's all about you asking. Most men just feel like I know how to touch a woman and I know how to give head, but there's like 90% of men out there, they don't know how to give head. Like ask a woman, like 5 guys gave you head, did one ever make you? How many of those?
There's what we call vacuuming. Yeah, there's some people who just vacuum. They just clean the vagina. They just but the real person who actually knows, who asks, can I suck here? Can I suck there? Can I put it here? Can I stick it in your ass? You know, things like that. And
I know also like the other person you're doing it on or for, it's supposed to give some form of feedback and let you know, like, you've gone too far now, like maybe you need to bring it down a little, like, oh, you're doing too much. That's like an overly sensitive place where most men like to go. But then it makes your head want to explode, but not in a nice way. So that's where communication comes in. I think we should learn to open up and talk about everything. Like, I don't like your fucking tongue in my mouth. Can you like back it up a little, because that's disgusting. And the other person will know that, okay, so she doesn't like this, or she likes this. That turns her on.
All right, so I mean, just wrapping up with the Dirty Couch. Thank you very much to Tilo, Mr. Alaji, for showing up on the Dirty Couch. I know it's the dirtiest couch you've probably ever been on.
It's more than the hot seat.
Thank you very much, Chama, for showing up on the show as well.
Cool. AKA Googly Eyes, my nigga.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys, for hosting us. We'll be back.
May you have successful sex lives.
Oh yeah, from here I'm upping up my game, yo. Yo.
Are you upping up your game as well?
Too much. People just need to come.
Ngoko, brother, we're already experts.
You can never say you're too good. I mean, you can always, be good. But anyway,
there's always something
cheers
to
the
learn.
Dirty Couch episode 6. And thank you very much to our producers as well, Joey and Kaji, for hooking us up with this. Have a good one, and catch another episode tomorrow. Make sure you like our Facebook page. It's Dirty Couch, and then our YouTube channel as well. Make sure you subscribe. That you make sure that you'll be getting the notifications whenever you need to.
And invite as many people as possible. Tell your friends to tell their friends to like the Dirty Couch page, as well as the YouTube.
Dirty Couch.
Peace out.
Dirty Couch. A Dirty Couch.